I'm going to preview the 2 seed UConn versus 3 seed Michigan State men's basketball game, which will be played on March 27th at 8:45 p.m. Central Time on CBS. Granted, it could be delayed because of that Duke St. John's game, and as of right now, UConn is favored by 2.5. And I apologize for looking down because I cannot memorize all this stuff. And what the way I see about the injury report for both of these squads prior to the game, and this is like an East region, and the Sweet 16 Elite Eight games will be played in Washington, D.C. at Capital One Arena. I'll go over the stats for both of these squads on personnel, and I apologize if I butchered any names, and go over keys to the game for both of these teams here. But first, I will go over the overall records and conference records. UConn is 31-5 overall, 17-3 in the Big East. Now Michigan State, they're 27-7 overall, 15-5 in the Big Ten. And I'm going to start with Michigan State's stats first. The first player to mention is Jeremy Fears Jr., number 1, 6'2", 190-pound guard. That is a sophomore. 15.3 points per game. And anything below like 2 rebounds per game or 0.6 on steals or blocks or turnovers or fouls, I'm not, or even assists. Assists, like 2 assists or more, obviously. I'll go over that as well, but you get the whole point. Like 15.3 points per game, 2.4 rebounds per game, 9.4 assists per game, 2.4 turnovers per game, 1.2 steals per game, 2.3 fouls per game, 32.1% from the three-point line on 106 attempts, 88.8% on free throws on 205 attempts. And there's Jackson Kohler, number 0, 6'9", 245-pound forward as a senior, 12.6 points per game, 8.9 rebounds per game, 1.4 turnovers per game, 0.6 steals per game, 0.7 blocks per game, 39.3% from 3 on 145 attempts, 86.2% on free throws on 58 attempts. There was Cohen Carr, number 55, 6'6", 225-pound forward as a junior, 12 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, 1.4 turnovers per game, 0.8 blocks per game, 1.5 fouls per game, 28.88% on threes, but that's on 73 attempts, and 63% on free throws on 138 attempts. There's Carson Cooper, number 15, 6'11", 245-pound center. That is a senior. 11 points per game, 7.1 rebounds per game, 1.5 turnovers per game, 0.6 steals per game, 0.9 blocks per game, 2 fouls per game, 2 for 5 on threes, and 78.7% on free throws on 141 attempts. There's Kerr Tang, number 2, 6'4", 109-pound guard as a sophomore, 7.5 points per game, 2 rebounds per game, 1.8 turnovers per game, 1.4 fouls per game, 38.4% on threes on 146 attempts, 81% on free throws on 21 attempts. There's Jordan Scott, number 6, 6'7", 109-pound forward as a freshman, 5.9 points per game, 3 rebounds per game, 0.9 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals per game, 36.7% on threes on 98 attempts, 70.2% on free throws on 47 attempts. There's Cam Ward, number 3, 6'8", 225-pound forward as a freshman, 5.2 points per game, 4.2 rebounds per game, 0.9 turnovers per game, 1.9 fouls per game, over 2 on threes, 51% on free throws on 51 attempts. Obviously, I'm not going to go over Devine for them because he has not played for Michigan State since February 4th. Then I'll go like Trey Fort, number 9, 6'4", 200-pound guard as a senior, 4.2 points per game, 0.6 turnovers per game, and 0.8 fouls per game, 34.6% on threes on 81 attempts, 93.8% on free throws on 16 attempts. I might as well go over like Jesse McCullough. I don't know if I really need to, but Jesse McCullough, 6'10", 240-pound forward as a freshman, 2.4 points per game, 1 foul per game, 50% on threes, but that's on 18 attempts, and 92.9% on free throws on 14 attempts. And really, the last player I'm going to really mention is Denim Wojcik. Wojcik, number 10, 6'2", 109-pound guard. As a senior, 0.5 points per game. I know that's not that significant. I get it. And 0.7 fouls per game. 0 for 4 in threes, 3 for 6 on free throws. That's it. Now for UConn, and I know they don't have Silas Demery Jr. He finally played for the first time in a while for them. So I'll go over his numbers when we get there. But the first player to keep an eye on, obviously, is Terrace Reed Jr., number 5, 6'11", 265-pound center. That is a senior, 14.2 points per game, 8.9 rebounds per game, 2.4 assists per game, 1.9 turnovers per game, 0.9 steals per game, 2 blocks per game, 2.9 fouls per game, 0 for 3 on threes, 58.6% on free throws on 128 attempts. There's Alex Caravan, number 11, 6'8", 230-pound forward. That is a freshman. That is a senior, actually. My bad. 13.3 points per game, 5.2 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists per game, 1.1 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals per game, 0.8 blocks per game, 2.1 fouls per game, 39.4% on threes on 175 attempts, 84.9% on free throws on 73 attempts. The solo ball, number 1, 6'4", 200-pound guard. That is a junior, 13 points per game, 3.3 rebounds per game, 1.2 turnovers per game, and 1.8 fouls per game, 29.6% on threes on 233 attempts, 85.2% on free throws on 108 attempts. It is Braylon Mullins, number 24, 6'6", 296-pound guard. That is a freshman, 12.1 points per game, 3.5 rebounds per game, 1.3 turnovers per game, 1.1 steals per game, 0.7 blocks per game, 2.8 fouls per game, 33% on threes on 188 attempts, 88.2% on free throws on 34 attempts. Silas Demery Jr., which he finally played for the first time since the Big East tournament, lost to St. John's. He didn't play in game 1. Number 2, 6'4", 195-pound guard as a junior, 10.6 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, 6.1 assists per game, 2.3 turnovers per game, 1.7 steals per game, 2.5 fouls per game, 40.5% on threes on 79 attempts, 80.9% on free throws on 131 attempts. There's Eric Reibe, Reibe, R-E-I-B-E. Apologize if I butchered that. Number 12, 7'1", 260-pound center. That is a freshman, 6.5 points per game, 3.6 rebounds per game, 0.6 turnovers per game, 0.8 blocks per game, 2.2 fouls per game, 30.8% on threes, but that's on 13 attempts, 54.3% on free throws on 46 attempts. There's Jane Ross, number 23, 6'7", 205-pound forward. That is a junior, 4.8 points per game, 2.4 rebounds per game, 0.6 turnovers per game, 0.8 steals per game, 1.7 fouls per game, 37.7% on threes on 61 attempts, 71% on free throws on 31 attempts. And I know there's Jalen Stewart, and he hasn't played since February 21st, so I might as well go over that in case he does play. Number 3, 6'7", 225-pound forward as a junior, 4.5 points per game, 2.8 rebounds per game, 0.8 turnovers per game, 1.6 fouls per game, 34.7% on threes on 49 attempts, 60% on free throws on 25 attempts. There's Malachi Smith, number 0, 6'1", 108-pound guard as a senior, 3.5 points per game, 2.9 assists per game, 1 turnover per game, 0.7 steals per game, 1.2 fouls per game, 46.3% on threes on 41 attempts, and 53.2% on free throws on 47 attempts. And I don't think I need to go over all the other guys. Obviously, whatever you did right last game, you got to bring in this game. Whatever you did wrong last game, you got to correct. And it could hurt you if you don't correct those issues, because it may cost you in terms of a win or a loss, honestly. You got to make adjustments on the fly, both offensively and defensively. You got to be good in late game situations in both offense and defense adjustments, not just from first half to second half, but during those halves. You got to have your key players step up in this type of game, as well as your role players. And you got to do this for your seniors, especially that you don't want to have them lose in the Sweet 16. You want to go to Elite 8 or further, potentially. You got to out-hustle the other team. And I know there might be some questionable calls, but at the very end of the day, you got to be a more mentally tougher team and make plays to win at the very end of the day. Obviously, you want to limit your foul trouble as much as you can while getting them in foul trouble. You want to keep your composure in this game. You don't certainly want to get a technical foul or a flagrant foul. I'm just saying that right now. Defensively, you got to contain the shooters, contain the slashers. You got to make them miserable on offense as much as you can. You don't want to let them live at the free throw line either, to be honest. You got to limit the points in the paint. You got to limit those offensive rebounds as much as you can, especially limit those second chance points. And obviously, you want to limit those transition points and the points on turnovers. And obviously, if you could force some turnovers, that really would help you in this type of game. I mean, your best offense sometimes comes from your defense. I mean, it's just telling the truth. And all this. And another, of course, on offense, you want to get some points out turnovers. You got to get some points in the paint some. You got to have good shot selection. You got to take care of the ball. Especially you don't want to do so many live ball turnovers, because if you do, the other team's going to capitalize. Like that. Potentially. You got to get some transition points. You got to make your free throws, especially if it's a close game, like it's predicted to be right now. I'm just telling you, and I know one part of it on ESPN says 2.5, yet when you go to the individual game, it's like 1.5 point spread for UConn. But you get the point. It's supposed to be very, very close, according to the odds makers. In all this. So, we're going to have to wait and see what happens in this type of game. And obviously, the winner of this game is going to take on the winner of the Duke game, and we'll have to wait and see what happens there. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like, subscribe button. See you guys later on the Reddit. 800 subscribers, goals, ultimate goals, $1,000 more, some more money. This course, like video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm. Some more people see it, sharing the video does help as well. Some more people could watch it for watching, and that's hit subscribe button, the notification bell as well. And obviously, you want to try to take away the opposing fan base as much as you can out of this game in terms of cheering while getting your fans involved too. And you gotta stay resilient at times. If you're down, you don't need to take bad shots and try to get all the points back at once. It takes a string of stops and scores to get like a 10-0 run or a 12-0 run or 8-0 run, but you get the point.